Okay, finally. So I'm glad that I'm live now because I didn't know what was going on. Let's talk about the Leo child for 2022. It feels like the Leo will experience a level of decisiveness and going their own way. They start off the year with justice. This is called detachment, but it represents the justice card, number 11. Um, and equal parts. Hi, thanks for joining. Um, but I just personally see Leo children making a clear decision in their life that they are leaving, something in the past, the cold, and moving away from. So nothing, something that doesn't serve them anymore. They've made a clear, conscious choice. They've been definitive, which is interesting because sometimes Leo and Libras can be indecisive. But there is a clear cut choice. Something has happened where it's caused them to make a clear, conscious decision to depart or detach. And in the month of February, it serves them well because it was almost like a catalyst, like they needed to separate in order to move forward. So this isn't necessary a Libra sun as much as it is any placement where your child may have Libra in their chart. Dreams coming true. So I feel like that level of clarity is going to be helping them to propel them forward in the month of February. So also you may want to consider where your child has Mars. This Mars and Capricorn energy, for whatever reason, will be very grounding for them. It will be motivational. It will push and propel them forward while giving them like the practicality of an earth sign, Capricorn, which Libras may need because sometimes Libras can have difficulty making a clear conscious choice and moving forward with that. But it's a good choice. I see projects, aspirations, goals, something that was really important to them coming through for them in the month of February. And when it's coupled with the Jupiter and Pisces energy, it's also expansive. They have the Five of Cups in the month of March. So it's very well, I feel like somebody is coming back and they feel upset that they were left behind, or there was some level of detachment from the Libra child. I don't know why I keep saying Leo. But they may try to guilt trip the Libra child, like you left prematurely, or I was still working on something, or could be a friendship. It's some kind of connection where somebody may come back to blame them and give them a guilt trip about them leaving. But the Libra child will say to themselves, no, I know I made the right choice. I know that it was best for me to move forward. And even though, yeah, that sucks, there is better. I don't want to say behind me, but there's better for me where I'm not looking. Like there's another opportunity that is going to, um, behoove me, because I feel like this person is going to say, like, they were the best thing in this Libra's life. They were the best thing since sliced bread, or look at what all I've done for you. But what the Libra child needs to focus on is there was an untapped energy or an untapped opportunity that they didn't see, and that this person who's trying to place the blame, they could not provide for them based on who they are, any resources or assets or opportunities that they had access to. They within all of that, they could not provide this new opportunity that is going to avail itself to the Libra child. So in the month of March, expect some friction, but also it's for their benefit and it confirms that they made the right choice, this other person is just hurt. This other person feels like they've been abandoned, and the best way that they know how to deal with that is blaming it on the Libra, who had enough common sense in January to be like, I'm out. This is not serving me. I am done. Because in February, things start happening. And then this person who confronts them in March sees that those things happen in February, and then once gets upset because they feel left out in the cold. It's okay. This is helpful. This is the Two of Swords. They know what they're supposed to do. So in the month of April, there is clarity for the Libra child. Again, I don't know who this guilt tripper is, but they're going to try to confuse them continually in the month of, or the confusion will continue into April. And they'll try to say whatever they can to upset the Libra, but the Libra child is not having it. They have a clear direction on what they're, wanting to do, what they need to do. And if anything, they are refusing to see the BS and the shade that this person is throwing at them. And it could just be, circumstantial. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person, but circumstances will look a certain way that it will try to take their attention off of what, the progress that they're making, and somehow they may feel in their mind, because they're air and mental, that somehow they made a wrong choice, but that's not the choice, or that's not what's really going on. They made the right choice, and it just feels different because it's unfamiliar and uncomfortable, but no worries, they are on the right path and they will be okay. So they are not experiencing in the month of April this refusal to see. It's actually in reverse. They will have clarity, clear thought in the month of April, and they will be fine. So the tricky part comes in May. They have the Temperance card, which is ruled by Sagittarius, but Libra is also about balance. So they may have moments and instances, and I don't know what this thing is, but this is a significant theme that carries them through for most of the year, where they have to, sometimes they'll feel out of balance, imbalance, they'll need to balance their energy, they'll feel, like they can maintain. So this, I don't know what it is, maybe it's a retrograde in the month of May, but there's going to be this back and forth, much like the traditional tarot card for Temperance, where there's this pouring back and forth of trying to balance in the month of May for the Libra child. In June, I almost want to say that there's like this reckless abandon. This is representative of the Fool card in the traditional tarot. They're not needing to trust something. I don't think that there's going to be much fear, as it is like just a faith or a security or a secure knowing that they made the right direction and they're continuing to move forward in the month of June. And that pays off, because I feel like as they move into July, there's some kind of solidification, there's some kind of securities, there's some groundedness, there's some foundation in July that they will feel very comfortable and secure in whatever decision that they made. They feel confident in the choice that they made, and they have the ability to express that and share that with others. This is the Three of Cups, and they're just able to provide something to others, some experience, what they've learned, some growth. Others will benefit from it. It's going to be great. Now, as we move into August, they are operating from I would say maybe a spiritual place. They have the crown chakra, which to me speaks of some kind of grounded illumination, some clarity of thought, being able to practice or be in a space where they feel very secure, very clear, about who they are as an individual, who they are as a spiritual being, clarity of direction if they're a really young child, as they move into the coming school year, what they want to do, what they want to pursue, whether it's a college, aspirations. They just feel clear. If there's distractions around them, August will feel like a very solid month for them. August will feel very comfortable, will feel very secure. They won't feel tossed to and fro like possibly everybody else could be, if there's some kind of energy that could throw people off in the month of August. As we move into Libra season, however, that changes, which is good. Things that no longer serve them are going to start falling apart. And even though, depending on where they are, some people may see this as scary or like, like, oh my gosh, I don't have any control. Um, Others will be okay within themselves and feel comfortable, like, yeah, it's the stuff that I don't want anymore, or that is hurtful, that is falling apart. And, yes, I want to get rid of that. So they are reestablishing and resetting up their foundation in the month of September. So however that plays out for them, just know that it's for their highest good. For some, it may feel more volatile, for than it will for others, but ultimately it is a shifting and a reordering for the very purpose of just making their life more better, and efficient, and serving their highest purpose. As we again move into October, they have this giving and receiving card. So you got the Three of Cups in July, the Six of Pentacles in October. And again, it's a fixed energy. So during Leo season, during Scorpio season, it's a solid month or 2 months where the Libra, which is a cardinal sign, may feel very secure in their actions, but there is networking opportunities, there is partnership, there is growth, there is community. So there's going to be maybe an increase in friendships, an increase in social events, social opportunities for them, but an exchange nonetheless. So giving and receiving childhood friends, nostalgia, things that friends that they haven't seen in a while, pen pals, stuff like that. Um, People who they haven't seen when they were younger may come back in their life, reconnection, things of that nature, but it will be a happy time. Maybe it's working together on a project, and that will work well for them as they enter in November, where they're just waiting. Things are growing. So as we move into Scorpio slash Sagittarius season, things are incubating. Things are being put on hold. We're coming towards the end of fall. As we go into winter, which is in December, where we have another cardinal sign that takes over at the towards the second half of December, and that's Capricorn. So I feel that towards the end there will be some leadership opportunity, or an opportunity for the Libra child to show themselves approved, a sense of arrival because they've done the work on themselves, they've worked hard, and they're stepping forward. They've gained some kind of insight or growth that nobody can take away from them. So whatever lessons that they've learned in 2022 will behoove them in the years to come and to follow. So that is the messages for our Libra child for 2022. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great and, if I may say, auspicious year. Take care.